Hi guys, this is Sahil from Fite Frenzy and I'm joined with none other than Jordan Banjo.
Sir.
Jordan, you have been all across the entertainment industry, but what about boxing attracts you to the sport?
Do you know what? I've always been a fan of boxing. I watched it since I was a kid. My dad was a professional fighter, but never wanted me or my older brother to box. And then when I started doing some work with the Zone, I had the privilege of hosting like some big fight nights, like Wood Warrington and Lewis Crocker, and I'm hosting all these big fight nights and stuff. I'm there presenting. I almost felt like a bit of a fraud. Like I'm there going, like what do you think, and chatting and going, yeah, I can imagine. And I was like, I actually can't imagine what it must feel like to be in there. So I was like, I'm going to start doing some training. So I started training. You start doing pads, and pads turn into a spar, and then a spar turns into more difficult spars, and then you get offered to be on a card or miss. And next thing you know, I'm standing here talking to you, brother. So that's the deal.
Wow, yeah. Your last performance was honestly very dominating. I was in the arena that night. I know you seemed quite underwhelmed by it, but for everyone in the crowd, everyone was quite impressed by it. By the way, I must let you know. Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you expecting going into a fight with Tempo Arts? Tempo has had the heavyweight belt in the past. He is a level up in competition.
Yeah.
What is your mindset going into this fight?
Well, look, even just in terms of experience, he's a step up, right? Yeah. A few steps up. Me and Will were both debutants. We both never fought before. Like you said, Tempo has got that experience. He held the belt. He's beat some good people, so you definitely can't argue that. But I think for myself, having that, I know there's a mountain to climb. Do you know what I mean? I'm aware that this is a huge challenge, which I think kind of helps me. Whereas before, I kind of went in there unaware of what a bout would genuinely feel like. Thinking like, well, I've sparred this and I've trained this hard and I've done that. Of course, it counts for a lot, but if you don't have the right mindset, it all goes out the window on fight night. Where this time, I'm not saying got all the experience in the world. I still only had one fight, but at least I understand what's in front of me this time. So I'm expecting this to be a lot better.
Okay. And in an ideal scenario, if you could lay out your next 3 fights or 3 names aside from Tempo Arts, who would you want your next 3 fights to be?
And this is what I said, it's difficult, right? On Misfits, it's not like professional boxing where it's like you have this first fight, then you have your 10th fight, and then it's like your 15th, 20th, you start like really moving up. It's kind of like, well, look at this. It's my second ever fight. It's my second ever fight. I've been out the ring 10 months and I'm fighting the former champion. It's like you sort of just dive in at the deep end. So, within the next 3 fights, of course, you'd love the opportunity to fight for a belt. I think that's the dream, whether you're full-fledged pro and you're looking and you're aspiring to be like an Usyk or a Fury, or if you're on Misfits, even on Misfits, to be able to hold a world title, bro, that would be sick. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, of course, I'd love to fight for the belt at some point.
What about a fight with Andrew Tate?
Do you know what? I mean, the only thing that would, like, when I say would massively interest me about that is money. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I'm not. This is the reason why I like fighting Tempo. There's no massive hype. It's not like we're chucking tables or got to do this or got to do that. I think fighting Andrew Tate, that's why I've got to take my hat off to Chase. You've got to have as much of a fight outside of the ring on microphones as you do in it. That side of it doesn't, I'll be honest, it doesn't interest me, bro. I'm not here for that. For me, the main thing that comes with someone fighting with a name as huge as Tate is obviously it's a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? But outside of that, it is what it is. I'm not like massively pushing for that. Plus, I think I might be a bit too heavy. I think that there's, even though technically they fought for a heavyweight title, obviously they had to get down to like 200 pounds or something. So I think I might be a bit too heavy for that, if I'm honest, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And by the way, you and Tempo have carried yourselves as true professionals. We've seen the chaos this week.
Yeah,
so you guys have,
bro. It's been a bit crazy.
So I want to play a segment with you, which I've done with all the fighters this week.
Let's do it.
Called Finish the Sentence. First thing that comes to your head.
Okay.
No PR answers.
Okay.
The most underrated fighter in Misfits Boxing is?
Chase them all.
Okay. The most overrated fighter in Misfits Boxing is?
Overrated fighter in Misfits Boxing. That's really, sorry, bro, that's difficult. I don't know.
Can't think of anyone.
Overrated. I don't know, bro. I think everyone's actually all right. Or sorry, G.
The best trash talker in Misfits is?
Oh, mate, there's a lot of them up there for that. I could go about 85 sentences after that. But just based on this card, let's call it AK, Argentinian King, or actually or Willie Chocks. Either one, bro.
Okay. The worst trash talker in Misfits is?
Jordan Banjo or Tempo Arts. We're not trash talkers, bro. We're too respectful.
Tempo said himself as well, by the way.
Yeah, me and Tempo.
When people step in the ring with me, they realize?
I'm actually quite a nice guy. There you go. I'm actually quite a nice geezer.
Okay. After a big win, the first thing I do is
call my wife or I'm in trouble. There you go. Honest answer, bro. Honest answer.
If I had to knock out one fighter in Misfits that's not my current opponent, it would be?
Whoever's holding the belt. But no disrespect to Chase, I just want the belt.
Okay. And if you could challenge any entertainer or influencer that's not necessarily currently a Misfits fighter, do you have any name in mind?
I can fight anyone.
Anyone.
Oh. You know what? There's a guy who reviews sticky toffee puddings on TikTok.
Oh, that's the guy.
Listen, man, I disagree with it. I was a big fan. I watched a couple of his reviews recently. I'm not sure on that, bro. A couple of them seemed a bit harsh, brother. So maybe sticky toffee pudding guy, man. We might have to scrap it out. Yeah, watch your back, bro. Watch your back. We'll have to scrap you over that.
And if you could have one fantasy matchup, not including yourself this year, in either pro or Misfits that you'd want to see, what's the fight that you'd want to see?
Do you know what? At the moment, for the pros, I would love to see the Haney Garcia rematch. Yeah. I would really like to see that. I think, bro. I think Garcia's in a much better place, and I think Haney suits 147 a lot better as well. So I'm going to say the Haney Garcia rematch. I'd like to see. Yeah, bro.
Okay, Jordan, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it, and good luck for the fight, man.
Thank you.